we feel that there's more of a possibility of there being a creator. It's not so far-fetched as opposed to why are we here? Is it simply it came into existence out of nothing, from nothing, by nothing?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
It
But
didn't come from nothing, obviously. But why should anyone take precedence over another?
because in the grand scheme of things, there's only two possibilities. Either the universe created itself, which is like saying a mother gives birth to herself, totally nonsensical, too far-fetched. Other possibility, something created it. What you'd have to accept, even as an atheist, some supernatural event has occurred because there was no universe according to science 13.8 billion years ago. So whether we like it or not, something miraculous has occurred. Now, by definition, if something so gargantuan as the universe has come into existence, it makes no sense that it could come just like that, from nothing. Just like Tommy Cooper once said, just like that. From where? From who? By who? From what? Doesn't it require a conscious will behind everything? That shirt you're wearing, for example, created by someone. It didn't just pop up, you didn't just wake up in the morning and it was hanging over your thing, over your bed. Someone created. So what we then say, as a, no, that's fine, it's okay. So what we then say is that there's a term for reflection. Now, a creator by definition cannot be comparable to the creation because by definition he's beyond the creation. So the universe came into existence just say 14 billion years ago. There was a point where it wasn't, then there was. What's created it? So by definition it suggests something beyond the universe would have created the universe, by definition. So what we say, the universe is contingent upon parts, it's all conglomerate of parts, so something has to be necessary outside of that set of contingent things. This is like basic logic flowing. So therefore, although one cannot unequivocally prove a creator, the possibility outweighs that the universe just came by itself. So it's not as far-fetched, because it's not, and then we have to.
It's not far-fetched, but you've got your opinion. I've got mine. Other people have got their opinion.
Yes, but what did Sherlock Holmes once say? He goes, I'm just paraphrasing. He basically said, in the event there are several possibilities, and whatever is left over as the most authentic possibility, once the others are summarily and reasonably dismissed, then that must be the truth. So what I basically is trying to say is that if the universe has come into existence when there was no universe, they only suggest, by definition, there must be a conscious will behind it. For example, or the mobile phone you may have in your pocket. It didn't just pop up out of nowhere, someone created it. So hence, this being must be
Someone creates everything. So there must be
a will, a conscious will.
Yeah.
Because the other possibility, my friend, is that something arose out of nothing.
But what makes a God any greater than any other God?
Because by definition, a God must be supreme, meaning that he can't be created. He has to be the necessary being.
So why is that? Why is your God greater than my God? Or a Christian God?
No, a Christian God, but even in Christianity, the sad paradox of history, even in the Christian faith, Jesus, for example, he preached that there's only one God, like in John 17:3. He says, for this is eternal life, that they may know you as the only true God.
So there's only one God?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's only one God. Why can't everybody get on with it?
Now, fantastic question. Now, what happens now is with lots of the world faiths, although they espouse there's one God, later the people who are writing their religious scriptures, they associate man as being God as well. So what they do, they dilute the text. Whereas their major protagonists, like Jesus, God is the only true God, he's the messenger, or other religions say the same thing. But what happens is then additions are made into those scriptures by individuals who then give the rights of the creator to the creation. So then man becomes the source of worship. Are you following what I'm saying to you? So like a bloke like Jesus came onto the earth 2,000 years ago, a great prophet, a great messenger.
But there's no greater God. there is one God.
Exactly. That's the whole issue here. There's only one God who's created every one of us, whether you're black, blue, white, Chinese, blue, whatever you may be.
So why can't everyone get on with each other?
So because we have this internally different systems that have come about due to other meddlings of people who have
No, that's not the question. Why can't everyone get on with each other?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, human beings by nature want to define that they believe that they're better than the other, whereas God does not arbitrate in that. For God, it's your.
So the God you believe in
It's the same.
different
It's
to
not.
the Christian God that I could possibly believe in.
No, but that's what I'm trying to finalize between us. That Christian God and our, it's the same God. It's not a different God. It's not like some specific a Christian God
So
or.
why don't everyone get on then?
That's the fundamental question. We need to address this point. Once we understand there's one creator, worship that creator alone.
Why has everyone got different rules and regulations to believe in such and such a God?
Well, no, I mean, universally, morals have always been universal. The coherence of the family, the authority of the father within the home. This is universal morality or universal edicts given in all the world's religions. The respect of the elderly, which is now being deceased in this country. Things such as LGBTQ, feminism, atheism, propelling itself
You don't
forward
believe in it?
in feminism.
You don't believe in the Muslim faith doesn't believe in all that LBG.
No, it doesn't. Because it's not natural. But we believe God didn't make Adam and Steve, he made Adam and Eve.
So that's where this conversation ends.
Okay?
Because you don't believe in it.
No, because why we say that, it's not us, it's not just us. The Christian belief is the same. It says in the Old Testament that a man lying with
You don't believe in it, so it's
Yeah.
never going to happen.
What do you mean it's never going to happen? What do you mean?
Because no faith is ever going to have it.
That's right, yes. No faith does have it.
So
That's the thing.
why are you standing out here now trying to get people in?
Because we want people to reflect that what's our purpose of life? Are we here purposelessly?
You won't ever accept a homosexual man.
No, what we will say about the homosexual man is that he
You
mustn't.
won't ever accept it.
No, we will say the acts that he's doing is not consistent as to a divine creator's rules. But what we will say though, is that we don't judge the individual, but rather what he gets up to.
You are judging though, because
We're not judging. We let God be
yes,
the
you
judge.
are, because you're not accepting.
No, I've explained to
Listen,
you.
mate, bang, cut it off.
So it's unfortunate how this conversation ended because we have different points of view on certain things. People shouldn't react in a certain way. May Allah guide him, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum. Can we? I've already concluded.